ตั้งแต่วันที่ 6 ธันวาคมที่กระแสความโกรธแค้นความไม่พอใจยังแรงอยู่มากนะคะหลังจากที่ประธานาธิบดีโดนัลด์ทรัมป์แห่งสหรัฐประกาศว่าจะย้ายสถานทูตของสหรัฐจากกรุงเทลอาวีฟไปที่เยรูซาเล็มซึ่งหมายความว่าเท่ากับการรับรองสถานะเยรูซาเล็มเป็นเมืองหลวงของอิสราเอลค่ะผู้นำโลกมุสลิมเมื่อวานนี้ได้มีการประชุมกันและประณามสถานการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นพร้อมกับยืนยันว่าเยรูซาเล็มคือเมืองหลวงของรัฐปาเลสไตน์ค่ะทั้งฝ่ายปาเลสไตน์และอิสราเอลต่างฝ่ายต่างอ้างว่าเยรูซาเล็มเป็นเมืองหลวงแต่สถานะของอิสราเอลคือประเทศมีรัฐบาลและที่ทำการที่เยรูซาเล็มนะคะและประชาชนมีสถานะพลเมืองและประกาศเป็นรัฐเมื่อปี 1948 ซึ่งหมายความว่าปีหน้าประเทศอิสราเอลจะฉลองวันชาติครบ 70 ปี ขณะที่รัฐปาเลสไตน์อ้างสิทธิ์เหนือดินแดนปาเลสไตน์และกำหนดให้เยรูซาเล็มเป็นเมืองหลวงแต่พื้นที่ที่ระบุว่าเป็นรัฐปาเลสไตน์อิสราเอลครอบครองไปตั้งแต่ปี 1967 หลังจากชนะสงคราม 6 วันในปี 2012 สมาชิกของสหประชาชาติ 136 ประเทศรวมทั้งประเทศไทยรับรองรัฐปาเลสไตน์ข้อถกเถียงเรื่องเยรูซาเล็มและผลที่ตามมาดิฉันได้สัมภาษณ์ตัวแทนของกลุ่มรณรงค์เพื่อปาเลสไตน์ซึ่งเป็นผู้ก่อตั้งในประเทศไทยซึ่งสนับสนุนรัฐปาเลสไตน์มาหลาย10 ปีและได้สัมภาษณ์เอกอัครราชทูตอิสราเอลประจำประเทศไทยถึงปฏิกิริยาที่โลกมุสลิมไม่ยอมรับโดยอิสราเอลยืนยันถึงความชอบธรรมที่เยรูซาเล็มจะแบ่งแยกไม่ได้ The current situation is the United States is the only country in the world which recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, but not other international communities. What if no other countries follow suit?
The Czech Republic also recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. But in the end of the day, we are already accustomed that when we do something, sometimes we get a lot of criticism, only to find out a few years later that we were right. I'll take you back to the Iraqi reactor that was demolished by the Israeli Air Force in 1980. That was wall-to-wall condemnation from all the world. And 25, 30 years later, everybody applauded us for doing the right thing and actually coming back on the decision to condemn Israel at the time. So the important thing is that it's a fait accompli that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Nothing is going to change it. And if nothing is going to change it, they might as well accept it. And let's move to the other issues that are issues that we should be discussing with our Palestinian neighbors.
The recognition of Jerusalem as capital of Israel, is it the end of the beginning or beginning of the end of peace process?
I would say that this is the beginning of a new peace process, a peace process that is more realistic. You know, in their hearts, all the Palestinians know that Jerusalem is going to stay the capital of Israel. They may not like it, they may dislike it, but in their hearts they know that this is, again, like we knew in our hearts that there should be a Palestinian state. We knew that. We did not like it, but we knew it's a reality. So those things that are fait accompli, let's leave them aside. And again, let's begin in this new process talking about the things that we can solve and then we can bring together this state-by-state solution and not a state instead of another state like some extremists on the Palestinian side are hoping for.
You see how international reaction has responded to this recognition very strongly, especially among Arab countries.
Actually, the reaction of the Arab world was very mild. If you look at I mean, if I take the Palestinian outside of it, and maybe Lebanon, who is anyway controlled by the Hezbollah, if you look at the leaders of the moderate Sunnite big countries, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, they did not condemn it very strongly. It was a very, very mild, they did not like it, they thought it should be changed, but the condemnations were very, very mild from the Arab world. Now, from the other countries in the international community, they are entitled to their opinion, but I think they should have a reality check, because if the biggest superpower in the world decides to change policy, maybe they should take another look at their policy and check whether it's realistic or not.
You said actually the reaction from Arab states are quite mild, but actually Turkish President Erdogan had just mentioned that Israel is a terrorist state.
Right.
What's your take?
Well, I think I should say that the reaction of our Prime Minister to what Erdogan said was very, very clear. We are not going to take any moral lessons from him. It's unfortunate that he made such a declaration, but Turkey is just one country, not the most important of them. I'm talking about the most important Sunnite Arab country, like I mentioned, like Egypt, like Saudi Arabia, that are, if you will, in a de facto coalition, because all of us know that the big elephant in the room is Iran, and this is what we should really be worried about Iranian presence in Lebanon and Iranian presence in Syria. And you know, while everyone is kind of all this commotion about Jerusalem, and if you think for a moment, 1 hour drive from Jerusalem, Syrians are killing their own people in a brutal genocide. In Iraq, peace is not exactly the state of affairs. In Libya, it's a total chaos. And really, Jerusalem is the threat to the security and stability of the Middle East. I think we should take another look and really get some proportions about it.
But EU foreign policy chief has warned that this is going into dangerous situation, and Israel may have violated international law. What would be your response?
I don't see any problem with the international law. Jerusalem, every country has the right to decide its own capital. It has nothing to do with the international law, and nobody can tell any country which city should be their capital. Israel is no exception of that. It has been the case again for the last 50 years. Israel was declared from the first day of the State of Israel. Jerusalem was declared the capital of Israel. And I see no contradiction with the international law. It's part of the sovereignty of any country to decide what's its capital. I mean, if for some reason 80 countries in the UN will decide that Bangkok is not the capital of Thailand, will that make Bangkok not the capital of Thailand? Of course not. Bangkok will be the capital of Thailand regardless to what 80 countries will say in the United Nations. And it will be no contradiction with the international law. It's the right of the Thai people to decide where is the capital of Thailand.
13,000 were
ข
butchered
ณะที่คุณสจ๊วตวอร์ดผู้ก่อตั้งกลุ่มรณรงค์เพื่อปาเลสไตน์หรือ PRC ยืนยันถึงความชอบธรรมของรัฐปาเลสไตน์และระบุว่าจะต้องเดินหน้าต่อสู้ต่อไป
No other country has decided to do this. And I think that very, very few, if any others, will do so. And certainly not the EU that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, is going around saying right now whilst he's in Europe. I don't think so at all. But like we've always had to do with the situation Israel-Palestine, we supporting the Palestinians, we will fight on with the aim and with the knowledge that justice will always prevail.